Hey everybody, one of the Kill Team Battle Report. I'm back with Kill Team Typhon, the Teasifus campaign. Using DeadSilence and Kill Team Typhon to enter our Wolf Scouts into the battle for the Tomb World as we reclaim the 500 worlds. So this is going to be a final mission in Typhon. We've basically probed all the outskirts, found a crash Tyranid infestation, annihilated it, and then we're moving to basically link up with the other Imperial forces exploring the Tomb World on the planet. Now, we're doing pretty well. We're a little bit battered from our last game. We lost the Skald, and he's pretty badly wounded. Everyone else is kind of okay, mid-range hit points remaining, or health remaining. But we have to do our first scouting phase. We are currently on location 12. So we're going to spend a single supply point and go back to base. This will leave us with 4 supply points remaining. But if we go back to base, we can lower the threat level. The threat level has gotten ahead of our campaign points now. And we have to now move into the battle phase. So with the movements, we're going to be sitting on a nice, safe hex back at base. We've scouted 2 tomb locations and found a weakened structure ruin that we can enter, which costs 1 less for breaching actions for our first mission in the Tomb World. And that's going to be our next location to look at as we start to break underground. So first things first, though, we got to kill this Hive infestation by breaching the nodes that are controlling the creatures and killing them off once and for all. So we'll show you the table, show you the mission. We'll get this underway. And here we are set up for mission 3, Pierce the Node Core. Reports revealing the extent of the infestation's tunnels enable mission commanders to designate a concentrated region of organic growth as a priority target. Scans have revealed weak points in its network, enough that ordnance could collapse the biostructure. Targeters to accurately direct the bombardment must be placed by hand, but time is running out. Bioforms are massing in defense of the tunnels, and their numbers are increasing. So basically, we're coming from this side of the board. We have to try and destroy 1, 2, 3 nodes. We'll do so by setting up auto-divinatory targeters. Treat the brood nests and underbrood mounds as terrain features as objective markers. For 1 AP, we can place a marker on them. And then in the strategy phase, in the ready step, I do 2d6 damage. They can take 10 wounds, but also everything within 2 inches of them takes it as well, because basically we call in the airstrikes and they start bombarding these 3 locations. Before the battle, we get D3 operatives on each of those zones. So on the Q train feature, and then in these 2 strongholds, every round, 1 of these will spawn a new operative NPO. Once I destroy one with bombardments, an extra one shifts out of one of the remaining ones until they're all gone, at which point we win. Otherwise, if the kill team is destroyed, we lose. All right, left to right. First one, second one, third one. So on the left, 1 NPO spawns. It is a 9, which is a Hormigaunt. 3 on the middle one and 3 on the right one. Middle, that'll be Hormigaunt. Oh, a Ravener. And a Von Rhine's Leaper. Well, it is the final mission after all. And then the last one, Termagant, and Hormigaunt. Kind of love that, honestly. And then we deploy. And we're set up. It's the boss, the pack leader on the left here, Skeggi himself, the gunner, ready to climb the building and take some shots. And then we've got the little pack of my Fangbearer, my Skald, who's pretty beat up, only 5 health remaining, and the Frostfang. Dogs on the flank, ready to kill this one Termagant, or Hormigaunt rather, and ready for the first turning point. Gotta roll my runic charms though, first for the Skald, see how many rerolls I got. 5s are rerolls, 1 to 4s are, sorry, 5s are CPs, 1 to 4s are rerolls. So that's gonna be 2, taking me to 4 CPs, and 1 free reroll. Command point reroll. It's round 1 initiative. Let's see who's going first. It's us. All right, putting the storm down. We're gonna drop it right here for now, I'm thinking. And then it is our first NPO card. We don't set up any additional guys on the first turn. Lurk. So it is a 5+ auto block. We turn a strike into a block if we're fighting in melee. And then they get to reroll defense dice. Kind of lurking at the beginning, ready to throw down. Well, let's do some easy stuff. Start with Yawn Fangbearer. The Skald's only got 5 health left, so we're going to do a healing bombs for D3 plus 3. And that'll be, I'm going to roll it again because it's a potato. That'll be, same thing, 5 into 10, so he's not so beat up. And then we'll advance 7. And then dash over to here, stay inside the storm. All right, first NPOs. We do have some Termagants over here that could get to the high ground and ignore some light terrain, but everybody's behind heavy right now. So I think we're really just repositioning to shoot. So moving 3, climbing 3, and then dashing into the window. So we can see. It's honestly kind of too good not to. So I think we're going to go with the Rune Priest. He's going to dash. Going 3. and he will engage. Then he'll move 3 to the wall, 3 up, and then 1 over. Like so. We're gonna get cover, which sucks, but I think we're gonna throw a Jaws of the World Wolf on him and hope it splashes these two. This blast to severe. We will get to keep their cover, but I can ignore, because it's only light terrain for these little guys, I can ignore their concealment. Into the gaunt. That'll be 5 shots on 3s, 3/5 damage. Blast to severe, so a crit will turn a hit into a crit. Well, we'll use our wolf tooth necklace. That's 3 crits. Wish I'd done that first. I don't need to use my wolf tooth necklace on this one. That's just 3 crits. He'll retain 1 for cover, and then roll 2 on 5s, and then re-roll from lurk, and block nothing, and take 15 damage. We'll annihilate him. And that's a Hadouken into the Ravener, who will also get cover. Not quite as good. Now we use the wolf tooth necklace, and these 2 misses turn into a hit, and then 1 of the hits turns into a crit. Retains 1 for cover, and saving twice on 5s, and a reroll. It gets 2, so it blocks a crit, but it will still take 5 plus 6 is 11 damage. 9 left on him, and then hitting this other one. 5 attacks on 3s. This is into the Von Rein's Leaper. Oh my gosh. Okay, so severe. We'll update that into a crit as well. I'll use my free roll. Why not? It missed. 1 free 1 for cover, 2 more on 5s, re-rolling for lurk. Nope, so blocks 1 hit and then takes 15 damage, and I think that just kills it. His Hadoukens are so good. Well, that will activate this guy then, and he will move to this firing step, so you can get line of fire, and then blast him. 4 shots on 4s, 3/4 damage. No hits. Well, then we block the no hits. Well, then it's the gunner's turn. He'll dash, followed by a 7-inch move to here. And that'll get this guy out of line of fire, or out of cover. You can see both sides of his base. We are in the storm, so we can overheat with no problems. And that will be 4 shots, 3s, 5, 6 damage. Piercing. Crit on 5s. Oh, 1 crit on 5. So we'll use a command point for a CP reroll. Actually, we'll use Touched by Lokiar for a CP. Use this firefight play after rolling your attack dice for a friendly Wolf Scout operative. It's fighting more than 5 from other friendly operatives. He sure is. He can roll all of his attack dice, or any of his attack dice. So he rolls the other 3. That's more like it. So 2 crits and 2 hits. No cover, so he's rolling 2 dice on 5s, blocks both crits, and only takes 10 damage. But he's only got 9 left, so that'll kill him. Well, that's going to put him in charge range, though, so we're going to get charged by this Hormigaunt. As there's a doorway in that building, he can come through and punch-size his face. 4 attacks on 3s, 3/4 damage. That's 4 attacks back on 3s, 5 plus crits. Because them frost weapons, oh my god. So 1 hit, which will do 3 damage to the gunner, taking him down to 3, and then he takes 3 crits worth of damage and takes 15 and dies. So back to us, we've cleaned off this whole side, which means we really need to move. I think that means we're going to start moving. So running the pup, we're going to go 8 and then dash 3 just to guard the gunner inside the storm. We'll stay concealed behind this. Last Hormigaunt will go. Can't fight, can't charge, so he'll reposition and then dash for cover towards the nearest, which is the Fangbear. So dash plus reposition, leaving him in cover right there and concealed. So we'll go with the boss. He's going to come ripping at 7 over to here. He will plasma pistol this Hormigaunt on the way by. 4 shots on 3s. Not great. Spending a CP to reroll because we can kill him if we hit him twice. And we do. So that's 2 hits, piercing 1, and it saves on 5s, which it does, blocking a hit. Takes 4 and has 3 remaining. It's wounded but not dead. Then we'll dash through the door. So an MPO does get to counteract. And I guess that's going to be this little guy right here. Because he might as well. He's got the most chance of hurting somebody. 4 shots on 4s into the boss. 2 hits. Boss saving on 3s. It's just the frost eye remaining. Going 7. And then 3 more through the door there. Maybe we'll go down the middle. 7 and then 3 more. Be behind this right here. We can blast that Termagant. Only hit on 3s though, with that Instigator Bolt Carbine. 2 hits, no piercing crits, so saves 1 automatically for cover. Saves the rest. And silent meaning he can stay concealed while he shoots. And that's the end of the first turning point. Turning point 2. In the ready operative step, we're gonna spawn some guys. Not in ready operatives, that's when the bombs land. We ready? Then as a gambit they spawn. All right, left one, 10. That's a Von Ryan's Leaper comes popping out. This one, 5, that's gonna be a Termagant. And the final one, a 3, it's a Bardgaunt. And I forgot to roll to see who's going first. It's a tie, so it's actually gonna be them. So that was appropriate. Could have used the reroll on the boss there, try and roll a 6, but I feel like beating another 5 is less likely. So next I'll move the Storm over to here. Draw an event card, Spore Miasma. Whenever an operative is shooting at an operative more than 8 inches away, roll an additional defense dice. Oh, so it's everybody, both sides. The spores basically come launching out of here. I was activating all of its defenses. Well, away they go. It's going to be bad news bears for the boss. I think we're going to use a strategic ploy in response to that. After we moved our thing, we're going to use Cloak by the Storm. That's always a good one. Reroll defense dice for 1. No more gambits to do. So do a second one and use Tempestuous Wrath. So we have melee weapons being balanced. Do I want that one or I want Savage Fighters? You know what? I won't use either of those. We'll just keep Cloak by the Storm. So it's hard to decide which is more dangerous. This thing shooting the boss or this guy charging the gunner. 1 to 3 he'll charge, 4 to 6 he'll shoot. It's the shots. 5 shots, 4+, 3, 5 damage, ceaseless. So rerolling all the 2s. 1 hit so far. 2 hits, not terrible. Boss saving on 3s. And he'll save once. So we use Talismanic Trophies to reduce the damage from 3 to 2, so it'll go down to 9 instead. Save that CP reroll. He'll then back up. And be done. He'd back up to probably here to try and keep him in the open. Well, easy one next. Doggo's gonna go. He's gonna charge, even though he is concealed, because he can. And we are going to attack this Von Ryan's Leaper and possibly die, but it's what we're here for. Both sides, 5 attacks on 3s, 4/5 damage, but rending on the dog. So it's looking like 1 extra die. We didn't roll there. 2 crits. Uh-oh. I think we're gonna die. So we do 5, then we take 5. Then we do, I guess, 4. One of my hits became a crit too. We do 5 again, which is 10, and then we take 5 again and we're knocked out. But he's now wounded with only 2 left. Poor dog, taking 1 for the team. Doesn't mean this charge happens though. Out he comes. He's only gonna be charging, well, 7 now instead of 10 or 9, but he goes. And he becomes active. 4 from the wolf. He only has to hit it once, but does he take a crit really is the story here. On 4s now, though, for the Von Ryan's Leaper, it crits, and then he crits it back. So he'll take 5, and that'll knock him out. Problem, though, is he's still alive. I think the Frostfang goes then, and he's going to climb to here. Gonna fire that pistol, plunging fire down to the Lictor, or the Von Ryan's Leaper. 4 on 3s. Ooh. It's engaging, so he does get to roll again for the balance he gets from being up high. 2 hits, 3 saves back. Saves 1, that's enough to kill it, that's 2 health. You'll heal the Scald for D3 plus 3, which just automatically takes him to full. He's already at 10. So on to this Termagant, shooting the boss. Sitting still again, 4 shots on 4s in the open there. That is a crit and a hit. And then back at us. Sorry, 3 saves rather. Oops. Saves once. I'll CP. Down to 1. See if I can save it down to 1. So I can stop the crit at least and take 3. And that puts the boss down to 3. His final APL, he'll move in behind here, get into cover, and be done. I think the boss needs to get a dodge, so he's just going to dash into range of this thing. He will plant the targeter on it, and then he will reposition the hell out of here. So that's going to be 7. And he's going to go 3. Oh, he's going to have to fight. No matter what he does here. Yeah, he'll go 3, 6, and then 1 back to here. Get in the storm. At the very least, you can roll defense dice. And he might as well conceal. He's not shooting this turn. Kind of obvious now. This guy's going to come fight the boss. As one does, even though he's almost dead. And here we go. So 4 attacks on 3s from that gaunt. Sorry, he's wounded. So on 4s. 2 hits, it's enough to kill him. And then the boss gets, whoops, 1 more. Crit and 2 hits, 3 hits. First one will knock him out. And that takes him down to 1 because he's going to have his grizzled veteran kick in. And I'll use a CP, last one, to do counterattack. That means I get to go first now. I just got to land a hit, which I do, and I'll critically kill him. All right, time to paint another one. So I think the... does the Frostfang go or the Runesmith? I think the Frostfang goes. And he'll reposition to here. Plant the targeter. And then bounce back to there with a dash. Concealed. And that means this little guy's going to go. He'll go active and shoot the Frostfang. Because why wouldn't he? 4 shots on 4s. I am cloaked by the storm, though, at least. 2 hits. So 3 saves on 3s. And we pass them all. We put it, get me in the open. Over to there. And be done. Well, it is the big guy's turn. So he's going to dash to here. Climb down 4 and then move 3. And I think I will drop a Thunderclap on this guy because it's Seek. Actually, I could Jaws this guy back here, which is what I'll actually do. Pistol him afterwards. Or no, I've only got 1 shot left. Yeah, I'll Jaws the big scary guy. That is 5 shots on 3s, 3/5 damage. Severe, blast 2. And we're looking at 1, 2, 3. I will do the Wolf Tooth Necklace because I got 2 misses here to make that into a hit. And then because it's severe, I will make that hit into a crit. Severe isn't a crit. Severe is turn a miss into a hit. So everything hits. Retaining 1 for cover and then 2 more on 4s. Pass 1. Because of Spore Miasma, it gets an extra defense dice actually because it's so far away. So it only gets 1 save. 2 because of cover, so it'll cancel these 2, and that's still going to be 5 plus 6 is 11 damage. It's got 1 left. This last gaunt goes, because he's got that sweet plunging fire, he'll move over to here. And actually, sorry, that's heavy, so he can't see him, but he can see the Fangbear. He will take a shot there. 4 shots on 4s. Crit and a hit. 3 dice. He'll retain 1 for cover. And then roll the other 2. He is in range of the storm, so he can reroll that. Not that it matters. Blocks him. And that is the end of round 2. Round 3. So now in the ready operative step, these things start to blow up. So 10 plus they're destroyed. Otherwise it's 2d6 damage. So 2d6 damage on this one. 7, so it's got 3 remaining. And then 2d6 on that Termagant. 6, it's got 1 remaining. The artillery strikes come out of the sky. And these guys ready. It's too far from the Barbgon to do any damage. The central one, nothing else in range of it. Takes 7 as well. It's got 6. It's got 4 left. And it's top of the turning point. I'm going to get 1 CP. My pack leader is almost dead. And let's roll for some initiatives. He's going first. Gonna reroll using my pack leaders once per game. Oh, we're still going second. Gambits, there's still 3 on the table. So NPO set up here. That will be 6, which is a Termagant. This one, 10. Another Von Ryan's Leaper comes leaping out. And then the last one, at 8, is a Hormagant. All right, I think we go Cloaked by the Storm again for 1 CP, leaving us with 0. Draw a Typhon card. Sentient Barbs, 3+ take damage when we're near a terrain feature as the terrain comes alive. And I will relocate the Storm over to here. But I'll keep within 6 of the boss just to be safe. Top of 3, and they're going first. All right, well, I'm in the open over here, but he can also charge, and he's super dangerous, so I think he goes first. The boss is the weakest, but all 3 of these are valid targets. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See if he charges, because they're all the same distance. So he's coming after the Scald. You make 2 fight actions, which is super dangerous. Attacks on 3s, 3/5 damage. The Scald back, same stats, but has shock and stun. Just shock, actually, sorry. Let's see what happens. So that is 5 hits. We activate that Wolf Tooth. So we've got 2 misses here. We'll retain 1 as a hit. We'll take 3, and we'll parry. And we'll take 3, and we'll... Sorry, and then we'll take 3, and we'll parry. And then we'll take 3. So that's going to be 9 damage, and then we do 1 hit because we didn't get any crits, so our shock doesn't go off. 4 left on the Scald, and then we do 4, leaving it with 8. I could do the exact same thing and kill it, couldn't I? Because I do 4 per hit, it has 12 wounds, and hit me with all these. So it would do 3, I would do 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. The math's the same, I might as well just kill it. And have 4 health left. Otherwise it just fights again and I die. So yeah, there's no sense in parrying there. And it's up to the Scald. So he's gonna jump over this thing 3. And push the button. And he'll conceal actually. So sorry, he'll reposition to here. At like a maximum range of that, going 7. Then he'll push the button, and then he will duck through the doorway with a dash and be concealed. Because he's going to die otherwise. Well, next up, he can see him in the open. These guys would all have to move first, except for him, and he's got him in the open instead of cover, so I think this Termagant goes next. And that is 4 shots on 4s. Nothing. He would reposition, I guess, just back to here. No, he wouldn't go next to the thing that would kill him. Did the Scald take a damage walking near all those spikes? He didn't. He started with an inch of this thing, and then he moved with an inch of that. He would just back up, I guess, a little bit. Not get blown up. Well, I think it's time to try and fix the boss. So we're going to hop this down 4, and then a 3-inch move, because we moved 7 over to here. We shall... Actually, you know what? We'll start with a shot, because we could kill that guy. We'll take a shot first with our pistol. Might as well. 4 shots on 3s, piercing crits. Nicely done. So that's going to be a crit and 2 hits. 1 save for cover, and then he gets 1 final save. Doesn't make it. So that means that a hit and a crit will do 8 and kill him. And then I can do what I wanted to do, which is reposition down to here. So 4 down, 3 over. And healing bombs on the boss. D3 plus 3. There's 5 back. He goes to 6. This might be the end of the Scald. He's about to get charged through this door by this Hormigaunt, and they're going to fight it out. Because that's what Hormigants do. Hormigant's got 4 attacks on 3s. And it's 5 attacks back also on 3s. He can't take a crit. So if the Hormigant rolls a crit, we're dead. It doesn't, and things aren't looking super great. So that's going to be 2 hits. So he'll take 3. You know what? We'll use our talismanic charms to take it down to 2. Last 1 the damage. Then the Scald will parry that last hit, so it'll go away, and then do 12 damage and kill him. But he's down to 2 health. Not great. We are backing up now, but we need to do some shooting first. So we're going to start with the Frost Eye. He'll shoot his Instigator over here. If I can kill that guy. Not moving, so on 2s. He's doing heavy. Not great. No piercing crit, so he just retains a save. So he'll shoot again. And this time it's a crit and a hit. So retaining 1 for cover, and then 4s. So he'll cancel the crit, but he'd only take 1 damage, and then he dies. He's got 1 left to dash with, so he'll dash behind here and stay concealed. Now, because he moved, though, on a 3+, he might take a damage from the barbs, because the ground is scary. No, he doesn't. His next NPO goes then, and he will end up climbing up onto this firing step, going 6, because you can see him because he's engaged. He'll blast him. 4 shots on 4s. That's 2 hits, so retaining 1 for cover. He makes his other ones. Also decides to go active. He's gonna take a shot at that Termagant. Not overheating, so 4 shots on 3s. That's gonna be a crit and 3 hits, piercing 1. So retaining 1 for cover. That guy just explodes. He'll relocate and not come within an inch of any of these scary things, and just stay behind this wall. Suppose he could dash to the other side over there, just staying outside of 1 of everything. And just going over to there. It's the round. All right, turn 4, 4th turning point. Man, this is a tight, close game. We're into the 4th round. Let's see what the damage is. So in the ready player step, or sorry, this last guy gets to go. My bad. He will also step onto this firing step and blast him, because he can. Actually, he would move to get him in the open and in cover. So he'd go back to here, I imagine. Also save him from the artillery. All right, so 4 shots. on 4s. Not a single hit. How the turn ends. All right, artillery strike on this one. Boom, it's gone. So this one's destroyed. Artillery strike on the central one. 4-1er. Down it goes. And the final one, if we roll a 10 plus, that's game. 6, it's got 4 left. Means 3 NPOs spawn over here. A 9, which is a Hormigaunt, a 7, which is a Hormigaunt, and a 3, which is a Barbgaunt. So the big scary gun comes back. It's a Gambit, actually, sorry. So we gotta see who wins the initiative for the round. And it's them again, so they did go first. So now it's our turn. We've got 1 CP. Once again, I think we activate Cloak by the Storm, because it's the best. And we're gonna move the Storm Marker back to here, because we are running away. Actually, before that happens, in comes this Hormigaunt, probably to kill my poor Scald. 4 attacks on 3s. 1 hit will kill him. That's enough. So tired. Look at that. He only got 1 hit back. That does give the boss a chance to go and Plasma Pistol him in the open. So low power, 4 shots. It's going to hit 3 times. And then piercing 1, it saves once, so it still takes 8 damage and dies. And the boss is going to run. Oh, we forgot to draw our Typhon card for this turn. What do we got going on? Synaptic Backlash. Select 1 player operative and roll a d6. If it's higher than their APL, they're -1 APL. So let's do anyone. Hey, look, we didn't do it. And then we have to go to the next guy. So left to right, it would have started with the Scald, he didn't fail. So then the Frost Eye, he didn't fail. The boss, he fails. So he's -1 APL. Although as the Fang Bearer just means that they ignore it. It happens, and then he just shakes it off because he's a Space Wolf and he's just better than that. And then the boss is just going to go and he's going to move over to here and hide behind this wall with a move dash. We just got to survive. All right, well, he can see him in the open again. So he's wounded. That's 4 shots on 5 from that Termagant. Just blasting the Fang Bearer. No hits at all. And he would reposition over to here, I guess, to get everybody he can out of cover. Let's go with the Frost Eye then. He's going to make a instigator shot over here. And you know what? He's going to use the mobile version on 3s because he wants to move later. No piercing crits, but we do get 2 hits. So he'll ignore 1 for cover and then 2 more on 5s. Passes it off. Fire again. On 3s. There we go. All the piercing crits. He's mad now. So he only gets 2 saves. 1 he'll retain for cover, so he gets just obliterated. He has 1 health left. And then he'll relocate around the wall. Oops. To there. And silent meant that he could shoot his gun and stay concealed. Well, he's going to make a reposition. Locking his 7. Obscured at least, and then getting him in the open. So you can shoot him twice, or once rather. 4 shots on 4s into the Fang Bearer again. Totally misses. That means the Fang Bearer can go. He will dash to here. In between both these guys. Actually, no, he'll shoot first. Pistol into that Gaunt. And he's too close to be obscured, actually. So that's a piercing crit and 2 hits. So 2 saves back, no cover. 5 will bounce 1 of these, but he'll still take 9 and die. And then now he can dash in between these 2, and he will do a healing bombs on the boss for D3 plus 3. And gets 6 back. Nicely done. He goes to 12. Barbgaunt's going to reposition, so he'll be able to go 5 with the drop out to here. That means he can see the boss. You know, he can't. He needed the 6th, so he'll dash to there and actually maintain cover. Stay stealthed. That means I can counteract and heal the Frost Eye too. D3 plus 3 with other healing bombs. So 5 more on him, which means he's fully healed. And that means the Hormigaunt is the last. Going through the door. Move dashing 10 inches over to here. And staying concealed. But as the battle round ends, we've got 2d6 damage on this last node. That's an 8. That'll blow it up. That's game. So 3 operatives making it out. They will heal to full. Frost Eye's fully healed from the bombs, and these guys will both get 2d3 back. But as the artillery closes in, the no turning back part of the campaign kicks in. We've done the phase 1 and phase 2 with the Wolf Scouts and Death Watch, but the casualties will not revive this game. And that means going into the tomb, it's only going to be the Frost Eye, the Fang Bearer, and the Pack Leader. And so we go with the end of the Typhon portion of the Sisyphus campaign. We have eliminated the Tyranid infestation, but we lost some operatives on the way in to the tomb to link up with our other Imperial forces. So we are going to rest and resupply as our post-game action. And we're going to be on our base camp when we did because we moved back on there. And that means that we will both we'll regain some resources, and we'll also lower the threat level. So resupply, we're on our base. We go back to 10 supply points. We were at 4. So we're going to regain 6 supply points. We got a campaign point because we won the game. So we're at 3 now. And we won the game. So 3+, the threat goes up by 1. It doesn't. I rolled a 1. And then because I resupplied, I can now reduce the threat level as well. So D3 if your kill team is on your base or a camp hex to a minimum of 0. You can't lower it more than 3 times per campaign. So this is the first one. I lower it by 2. So the threat goes down to 1. I got very lucky. So I'm at 3 campaign points and only 1 threat now. Well, the threat will continue to go up. So now this is the point where we're going to stop resurrecting guys. So the first 3 acts of the Deathwatch campaign and the first 3 acts of the Wolf Scout campaign, guys would come back if they got killed. They'll still heal in between missions in this campaign, but no more resurrecting. If I go completely to dead, I don't come back. So I've got 5 members of my Deathwatch kill team still in the tomb. It's going to link up with the Wolf Scouts, and we're going to start doing a half and half. Or I'll have 3 and 3 of each because you round up and you split your campaigns. It's going to be 6 guys in between the 2 kill teams every mission, and I'll have some reserves on the kill team from the Deathwatch side because everybody made it through. Actually, I think it's 5 guys in the Deathwatch kill team. So I'll have 2 reserves that might flex through as we need to rest people basically in between missions. So we're into the home stretch of the campaign now as we continue to investigate. And we've got 2 scouted tomb worlds. We have a breachable wall section for our next mission as we get deeper into the tomb world. So big thanks for watching. I'll see you for more kill team as we rejoin the Deathwatch for the final 3 acts of the campaign. That's on Ash.